Welcome to Kingdom Arena, the home to some of the biggest fights in recent history, and we're going to see another one right here, right now. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Tszyu, 5 foot 8.5 tall with a reach of 70.5 inches. And he'll be facing Sebastian Fundora. Making his way to the ring, the guy they call the Towering Inferno, and you can tell why. He's a massive, massive man for this weight class, standing nearly 6 foot 6 inches tall.
Brawlers are a nightmare. You've got to be strong and fit. Use that long reach, use that long jab. Do it that way, you'll be safe all night.
Tszyu, the Soul Taker. Tszyu, fighting out of Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. And he'll be facing Sebastian Fundora. Can you imagine having to deal with this guy's frame? They call him, of course, the Towering Inferno.
Todd, can you spot the reach difference? Can you spot it? Look at that.
And now for the official introductions. We turn it over to the world-renowned Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Sydney, Australia, introducing the junior middleweight champion of the world, known as the Soul Taker, Tszyu. Fighting out of the blue corner, representing the renowned boxing family from Coachella, California in the United States, here is a unified super welterweight champion of the world, the Towering Inferno, Sebastian Fundora.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
You know, look at the stars, ex-fighters, ex-champions ringside. That's what these fights do. That's what these venues do.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Nice exchange here from both men. Defense is not an option for these two. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You see the nerves on the fight stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Beautiful counter shot. A perfect counter lands. A perfect counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. These two fighters are made for one another. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Tszyu that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Switch it on. The fight, kid. Great round. Don't be looking as smart when you go out there. Just get
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. Nice counter. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think they're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Fundora just got rocked. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Hook misses. Nice counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. It's all offense all the time. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You know the scorecards are going to be all... Let's talk about Tszyu that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
You've done all your work all the way through camp. That was a terrible... What you're doing, the gaps will appear.
On to the third. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tszyu that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go up.
On to the fourth we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Oh, Sebastian Fundora is hurt. did they not go down?
Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Good counter punching. They exchange punches. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well done with that counter shot. Good counter punch. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. And that left hook doesn't find its target. How about that time counter shot? Nice work to avoid the left uppercut. That counter shot lands. There's a counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Tszyu that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
What are you doing? Have you got complacent? The fight's not over.
And there's the bell for round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with that left hook. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Misses with the straight left. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Tszyu that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace.
This is the beginning of round 6. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. He threw a punch and just got countered. Beautiful counter punch. He misses with that jab. Nice counter punch. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that straight left. Punch, counter punch. Holding nothing back here in the round. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tszyu that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. And there's the bell for round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He threw a punch and just got countered. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
They blocked the left there. He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Incredible work rate. And he scores with the counter. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. A perfect counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Tszyu that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to...
And there's the bell for round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. Nice counter shot. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Catch and shoot. Beautiful counter punch. Trying to land that jab. Blocks the straight left. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Just got rocked. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2,
it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
God, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does...
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Tszyu that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
No, relax. So just keep him on the end of this. I need you to focus on what you're doing.
And there's the bell for round 9. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. His stamina is off the charts. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fighter will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here? The referee takes a look, and he says, let's get it on. Both men step back for just a moment. That hook won't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Stamina is always... There's the bell to start round 10. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Just missed with that hook. Those counter punches have to hurt. Every time throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Tszyu just got rocked. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.